Hey guys, Asgard Raid Shadow Legends, welcome to the video. Glad to have you all here with me talking some raid. Hey guys, I got super lucky and from one primal shard, I opened off air and I got a legendary.
It's curious, that's the second time you mentioned that.
But I got a legendary champion who's about to be a guaranteed champion as well as part of this whole Asgard event that's going on right now. So this is official from Plarium. We know that Freyja Fateweaver will have a dedicated Deck of Fate event where she'll be like the grand prize. Now those events are not easy, but at least it is a guaranteed champion if you decide to go for it. And I think she's way better than what I've seen out there about her so far, which we'll talk about in today's video. So I pulled her super early, which gave me the opportunity to go ahead and test her out in various areas. Suffice it to say, she's great in almost all areas of PvE, especially Hydra, and she's really unique and good in the arena as well. She feels more like a void legendary to me, and is not necessarily apparent when meets the eye when you look at her kit, but it's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, dedicated Deck of Fate event, various summoning events, summon pool event, 10x summon boost for this champion, and a 15x progressive chance event are all the ways you can get your hands on Freyja Fateweaver. Okay, so what does she do here? So first of all, she looks awesome, I think.
But I give, like, the best massages.
All right, then massage me up right nice.
So good, isn't it?
So good, I don't know what I've done to deserve it.
Say goodbye to sore muscles.
Goodbye, muscles.
She is Force Affinity. She's got the vibe. She's got the background, which I really like, kind of your Carl, but all the Asgard barbarians have this as well. Look at her base stats, over 20k on the HP, over 1400 on the defense, and 110 very fast too on the speed. She does bring defense in all battles by 30% on the aura as well. Check out her, well, reviews don't mean much, but it's a good start. It's a good start, 5s across the board, and I'm gonna rate her the same, well, obviously with some exceptions. On her A1 ability, it's an AoE with a provoke. It's a 40% chance provoke on an AoE, and it counterattacks with this skill when a shield buff placed by this champion is removed by damage, occurs once per turn. Now the damage here was a little bit better than I was expecting for Hydra clan boss. We're gonna run her in a curse set. She's gonna be a perfect cursed and provoker, and with the counterattacks, seeing as how she's bringing shield as well, she's actually a pretty reliable provoker, albeit only a 40% chance on that A1. And again, the damage also added up significantly. Now granted, we have her in a curse set, so a lot of it, the majority is coming from that, but I was happy, right? With the build that we have today, she's going to be landing on the AoE around 250k damage against decapitated heads on nightmares, so not bad at all, especially when they're decapitated. So on her A2 ability, it's prismatic, Aegis, 3-turn cooldown, increased defense, all allies for 2 turns, also shield on all allies for 2 turns. The value is proportional to this champion's defense and each target champion's max HP. What does that mean? It means a shield that was way better than I was expecting it to be, and that's it plays into the rest of her abilities. So let's take a look, or her passive, I should say. Gold Weave, her A3. Remove a full cleanse and a block debuffs and a turn meter fill of 20%. A really sweet cleanse ability with the block debuffs all on a 3-turn cooldown, and you add in the turn meter fill. Sign me up. Great ability. Divine Foresight, her passive. Now this is where things get really crazy. Increase this champion's defense by 5% each time an ally inflicts a critical hit. Now obviously this is going to improve her damage based on defense. It's going to improve her survivability, and it's also going to improve her shield, okay? So there's a lot of benefits from this first passive effect. Now 50% extra defense is super big, and she's already bringing increased defense. So in the build that we have today, on one of the builds we'll have like 5,000 defense, right? So we're gonna get a 50% escalation pretty soon in the battle, so that's 7,500 base defense. And then she brings the increased defense on top of that, so you can easily get her to like 12,000 or way higher on her defense in battle, and that's gonna really beef up that shield and the damage on her AoE on her A1 ability. The active effect is pretty cool and unique as well. Prevents the death of an ally with the highest crit damage except this champion, and keeps them alive with 1 HP when hit with a fatal hit. Okay, cool. And then it heals 25% of their max HP and activates an instant turn effect on them. So before your, I don't know, your Leo goes, well, actually, he has the unkillable anyway. Before your nuker goes down, your Jirgid.
What are you talking about? It's not fair.
He's gonna get the prevent death and the instant turn. That can be an absolute game changer. So that gives her some real viability inside the arena as well. There's a lot going on here, and a lot of it is, well, really freaking good, right? So, and I love her base stats on top of all of that. Let me go ahead and show you build number 1, guys. Let's just jump right into it. What do you think, by the way, of her kit? I saw on Reddit that people were kind of debating this champion, and I was kind of at first too. I wasn't sure, you know, how good is she going to be? The votes are in here. 259 of the voters say, or the vast majority of 555 say she's going to be good. 102 say superb, must have. I'll never label any champion in this game, maybe with the exception of like a Newt and an Armand's. I don't think she's quite that level of must have.
What I am concerned about is your system of favoritism.
But I actually put her as superb, right? So I'm kind of in between good and must have, I guess, on the proverbial scale. I would have voted superb. Okay, guys, so just cutting to the build here. This is the arena build. I have her in 6-piece stone skin, gonna be super tanky. I have her fast too, so 278 speed, well, fast but not crazy fast. 6,100 on the defense. Keep in mind, I don't have her empowered. I have no blessings for her, so we can easily scale that up quite a bit more, even in addition to that. Heck, if you can get her, you know, vis-a-vis empowerment, vis-a-vis, if you can get lucky enough to get a blessing on this champion, you can get her to like 8,000 defense, and then we're really talking. We're gonna get that 400 defense bonus off the passive, and then increased defense. She's gonna be super tanky, tough to kill in PvE and in the arena. All right, so this is the build here, guys. A little bit of resist on there as well. A little bit of accuracy, which she does need for the provoke on the A1. That is the only thing in her kit that does require accuracy. Here's the blessings that we went with for the arena build. We went to Iron Skin for extra defense. I never pick Iron Skin, and you know, you don't have to. Certainly, you could use Bulwark. You could use Unshakable for more resistance. You could use Timely Intervention as a tier 6 mastery. But heck, defense, it scales so well. It gets amplified, and the shield is based on it, so why not? We came down the left-hand side, more support. Same thing on the support side of things with the lasting gifts to extend the duration of the block debuffs and the increased defense that she brings, along with the shield on the A2 ability. So that's the build, guys. Really quickly here, we went defense, we went crit bit. She's in the Hydra build still. We would go defense on the amulet as well, and we went with just a stone skin piece on the ring. Ideally, we want defense. I didn't have any on my account, so we went attack because I wanted stone skin, complete 6-piece set, and I have 1 protection for the extra resistance. We might as well glyph it out a little bit here, right? I just went all out, you know, trying to get that resistance of the extra 20 resistance off of the 1-piece protection, right? So again, looking for speed and defense in terms of the stat priorities. Speed, defense on the boots, defense, HP. Ideally, that's defense on the chest. So a lot of room for improvement. Defense percentage on the gauntlets. We just want to get that defense as high as humanly possible. So let's go ahead and try her out in the arena. I want to go to Hydra really badly here because, well, she's so freaking fun in Hydra. But I put her with like a really unique team here. I have Valkyrie in the lead. I have Nogdar. This could easily be Sun Wukong too. And then I have no reviver on this team.
Excuse me, what?
Nogdar can revive himself. But then I have a UDK and Freyja, who's tough to kill, right? So you put it all together, and basically it's this methodical death by Valkynin sacrificing Nogdar. Super fun team here. We'll see if we can get any instant turns. So this allows me to put Valkynin in no... Valkynin, by the way, has the highest crit damage on this team. This is important, obviously. So it will prevent his death vis-a-vis her passive, so he can just keep doing his thing. He has a block revive and methodically taking out every enemy, and it's so tough to kill him because he has a little bit of that, you know, that preemptive fatal hit, the instant turn, and then Nogdar will just keep dying and coming back to life. So let's make it happen here. So she goes first. We're going to start with the increased defense. If the enemy team went first, we could get a turn meter fill. We could get block debuffs. We could get a cleanse if we wanted to. You know, either way, right? Either way, both make a lot of sense. So we're going to go in with Nogdar's nuke. He actually does a pretty good job. They do have a reviver on their team. We're going to sacrifice Nogdar the headhunter. He's going to revive himself here. And now, again, This is the beauty here, right? We can just kind of go through them one at a time. Nogdar's going to do his thing for a little bit. Extra turn. Oh, he didn't get it. He didn't get it. But check it out. Oh, man, dude, Nogdar won't stop. He's like, I will not let Valkonen go. All right, finally. Finally, we're going to cleanse off Valkonen with the A3. Very good A3. And then Valkonen's going to block revive on everybody and one-shot them, right? Really fun synergy here. We have that extra layer of protection for a team with no revivers. It's really fun. Let me go ahead and get Nogdar out of there. And let's just go with Sun Wukong, right? Because Sun Wu could easily fill the same role on a team like this. And I just got lucky on my mythical opening video, guys. I released it yesterday. Ooh, my very last pull. But don't fast forward, watch the video. I got 4 mythicals, and I got my very most wanted mythical. But I say all that to say, I also pulled the dupe of Sun Wukong in that video, which is really cool.
Don't spoil it by, you know, being yourself.
All right, let's go ahead in and, oh gosh, let's go ahead and try to mess around with some, there we go. Okay, let's go. I really kind of want to cleanse, I'm going to use the A3. I want to cleanse that fear off of Valkonen, right? It's going to be pretty crucial to the strategy here. So not ideal. I probably should have used. No. We'll get Sun Wukong back in a moment here, and let's just get some healing on everybody. UDK. Sun Wukong is back in the battle. He can steal the buffs in a moment. Let's go ahead and get that nice shield. Look at how big that shield is. Really solid. Now we can decide who the heck do we want to kill. We can kill anybody on the team in a block revive. Let's kill Duchess. Boom! 320k damage. Valkonen, by the way, is one of the most insane nukers in the game. Just absolutely next level. So this is how this team works, right? So tough to kill us. I'm just going to use A1. Maybe we'll land a provoke. No, we don't. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. It's just going to be this slow, methodical burn, and they can't really kill. They can't get to a point where they can kill my nuker. There's too much protection here. With Freyja on the team with UDK. Single target, he's got it. Big shield, she's got it. Cleanse, she's got it, you know? Brings a lot to the table. Oh, come on. Come on, guys. I hate when sheeps hold up your battle, right? It's like, come on. Even though you're winning, you're just like, come on, can we get rid of this? I was not expecting her shield to be as good as it is. I had heard from a couple others, and we landed that provoke on the A1 there too. I had heard from a couple others that her shield wasn't that great. But man, especially the longer the battle goes on, because of her passive ramping up that defense, her shield ends up being big time great, right? I'm talking you can run her in Hydra. I'm sure you guys have this issue from time to time. I know I do, where my team is perfect. I just don't have a reviver on my team. She's good enough where she can, with that big shield and the cleanse, that she can keep her team alive without a reviver, right? She can afford you that luxury of not needing a reviver on your Hydra team as well. This is going to be the last battle in the arena, and then I want to go in and I want to run that Hydra. I want to show you that Hydra build. It's so much fun. All right, here comes the big shield again on the A2. Now we can kill the Monkey King. And again, so unfortunately in testing, I've seen it a few times, the preventing the death, right? We don't get it this time yet, but let's kill. Oh, we lose our turn. Okay, we're gonna get to prevent death. All he needs to do is get hit one time. Let's cleanse away the block debuffs and all that baloney. Somebody land a hit on him so we can get an instant turn. All right. We're counting on Monkey King to get a hit there. Let's do monkey on monkey crime here.
Brother, help me!
Long live the king.
Okay, could have been better there, right? Now we're gonna just try the A2 here. Hexa Blades, and of course it does a number on the enemy team. I was hoping that Valkonen, he was so close to dying. But I was hoping for the death because it's going to give him that heal and it's going to give him that instant turn off of Freyja, right? Let's just finish this. Hey, maybe we'll still get it here. Look at that shield. It's a big one. It's a big one. All right. Then the stun off the A1. I think we have one turn on the A3, I believe, on Valkonen. And then we can really get cooking here again. Here we go. Let's sacrifice the Monkey King. He gets his turn back. Who do we want to kill? You know what? This time, let's kill their nuker. Sun Wukong is dead and a block revive, so he can't come back. So basically, this match is over. I'll come at you guys when it's officially done here. But yeah, their nuker's dead. We blocked the revive, and they can't kill Valkynin, right? And if you kill Monkey King, well, it doesn't freaking matter, right? Be right back. All right, guys, it was literally like 3 seconds later, we finished the team off. But that is her in the arena. You can see the utility that she brings. Super, super tanky, tough to kill, right? Especially the longer the battle goes on. With that shield to increase defense, and it's just nice. We're used to the Valkyrie shield, really big shield, based on her own defense, fantastic. We're not used to a big shield like that, bringing the increased defense on the same ability. It's super, super nice. It works everywhere. Ice Golem, for example. You know what? Real quick before we go to the Hydra build, let me run her in Ice Golem really quickly. I'm just going to come to you guys when we get to hard 10 towards the end of the battle. But look at this. I just threw on this team, Mikage, Lydia, blah, 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 Walking Tomb Drang. The thing about a team like this is she's so powerful with the shields and everything that she brings to cleanse that even sometimes you like want everybody else to die. You want like an Artak or somebody to kind of solo at the end of Ice Golem hard. Well, she won't even allow it, because she just keeps everybody alive so well. Be right back. Okay, guys, so here we are against the actual Ice Golem here. This is Ice Golem hard 10. There's not any world record setting speed run or anything like that. Just trying to fit some accessible but very good champions, kind of end game accessible champions with the Lydia and the Mikage. Ninja, obviously. Artak could easily be in the role of a Walking Tomb Drang here, but it's basically to show you, she's still in the arena build, by the way, so probably not gonna be landing that provoke, but just to show you how effective she is at survivability with that big shield and the cleanse. And we've said it 100 times now. Again, big shield. You can see Ninja, for example, like that's a big, big, big shield. Really love it. It's going to help you in progression. Basically, no matter where you are on your account, if you're lucky enough to get your hands on this champion, you're going to be able to benefit from that A2 and that A3. Very effective A3. I love the turn meter fill and the block debuffs and the cleanse all on a 3-turn cooldown. Like I said earlier, she does feel, the kit itself feels to me like a legendary, or like a Void legendary champions kit, especially with that passive in there as well. All right, guys, so you get the point. You see the team. I got to show you this Hydra build. All right, guys, so we're gonna move from the stone skin. Now, there's kind of 2 ways you can play this. If you need the hex, go cursed. I'm gonna go cursed because she's great with cursed with that AoE on the A1, but you could easily go in a 9-piece protection if you wanted to as well, because she is bringing 3 buffs, and that's going to get to escalate to more damage for your team off of the 9-piece if you have the gear. So that would probably be my second favorite build for Hydra. Maybe even if you wanted to go crazy, you could go with Merciless and kind of build her as a quasi-nuker. No, you're going to get a massive shield anyway to help everybody on your team. So there's a few different ways that I'll throw at you guys, but the obvious one here is going to be her as a curse set champion for your team. So we're going to go with the cursed damage defense build. Man, I love these builds. Probably one of the most underrated, or maybe properly rated, I don't know, quality of life they've ever added to this game is the build presets. Oh, I love them so much. It gives you just, it feels like you actually have command of your account in a way, right? I don't know. Anyway, I digress. So we have a curse set. We have 1-piece stone skin on her. We have perception, right? To get the accuracy a little bit higher. We are going to run Mikage as a lead, and she has an 80 accuracy aura, so that's going to help significantly take that into consideration, as well as the fact that, you know, she's base level here. No ascension, or no blessing, excuse me, and no empowerment. So what do we have here? We have crit damage on the gauntlets. We have defense percentage on the chest, and we have speed on the boots. We have defense, still crit damage on the amulet as well in the curse set. So now we have a chance of applying hex. Her total stats, we took a big hit on the defense, 4871, in order to get some crit rate, some crit damage on her as well. Stat priorities are going to be crit rate, crit damage, or defense, speed, crit rate, crit damage, accuracy on this champion. So we're going to change the masteries. Let me change them. Actually, we'll do them together, right? We're going to go accuracy, accuracy, and more accuracy. Let's first get our, was she already at? She's already at, but we might as well get the crit rate anyway, right? She's already at 85%, but she's not going to benefit from the attack, right? So we're going to come down the left-hand side, single out, bring it down, methodical, and we're going to end with War Master here, okay? So let me push myself aside. All right, so we have the foundation. We're going to go with Life Drinker to get some heals. We could have easily went with Rapid Response as well. Probably should have, could have. We're going to go Cycle of Magic. We are going to go to Lasting Gifts still. And we're going to go to Merciful Aid. And we're going to put in some... hopefully no one's dead at all. We're going to go Heart of Glory. And I guess... well, I guess we're just going to go Spirit Haste. Okay, so that's going to be our new masteries here. Most importantly, we're going to go War Master now to get some extra damage out of this champion. And we have 274 accuracy now, which is going to be helpful, plus the rest of the accuracy bonuses that we get from the rest of the masteries. Okay, guys, so this is the build. Let's jump on over. I'm going to place her in my main Nightmare team to see how she does, okay? I'm not going to run the entire team because I want to do it on auto. What am I doing? Doom Tower normal? Wait, Ash, what are you doing, bro? I'm getting too excited about this champ, guys.
Abigail.
This is the team. So you guys saw from yesterday's video. Well, I don't want to say it, but you might notice some new faces on this squad. So this isn't about the team. I know it's not accessible, guys. It's more about what can she do in Hydra. How does her kit benefit a team like this? Notably, no reviver on this squad. Can she help? Can she be the main provoker, right? She's my only provoker on this entire team. Is that enough? The answer is going to be yes. It is enough because she's with an ally attacker, ergo more chances at landing that provoke. You could only wish that she was a Shadowkin champion. That way we could get the, if she was Shadowkin, we could go in there and get the ally attack every single time Mikage went in. That would be super OP. All right, so here we go. Going in there, we're going to go, oh, come on, Andra. Come on, man. So check this out. We're going to go with her... gonna go with her A1 and hope we land that very first provoke, right? We could cleanse right now as well. So we have some options. We could go with the shield. We have a lot of options, but we do want to open up with her A1 to land that provoke right there, right? Good job. All right, let's go with the A2. And then let's go with the Silken Snare. And we're already kind of in business here with this team, right? I didn't even notice the damage she did on the A1. It's probably going to be nothing crazy. Again, you'll actually notice that damage really stacking up when we get to the point where we are working with some decapitated heads, which should be right now thanks to Turvold. All right, so Head of Decay is already down. Once we get rolling here on this team, you're going to notice this damage is going to scale exponentially, okay? Next target is going to be the Head of Torment here. But let's deal one thing at a time, right? All right, so we could really use a cleanse right now. So let's go ahead and use that A3 ability if we can get the True Fear not to proc, right? We have no, like, Tawana Rock on this team as well. So Silken Snare and the A3 of Freyja, I always give the J in there. Freyja are going to be our best kind of friend there. And of course it doesn't proc. Bummer, but it's okay. We're going to stabilize right now. All right, let's go in the A3 here. Get some nice damage. There we go. All right, I'm going to cut in a moment here. I just want to go through her cycle one time. And let's put an end to the Head of Torment once and for... well, not for good, but for a moment. There we go. All right, so no more True Fear to worry about. That's going to be great. Let's go ahead and go in here with the ally attack. And now you're going to start to see the AoE on the A1. 433,000 damage. I think that was her. Now we're going to get the increased defense as well as that big shield on everybody. So you're already seeing, look at this damage. It's already starting to scale up here, right? All right. That was some nice damage. Again, she's not a... I hope you don't read into this too much. I'm not saying she's going to be your main DPS, but the damage she puts out is going to surprise you guys. All right, and she's also going to be our Hex Supplier, so we're going to go in with the A1 again. And again, no debuffs, but 450,000 damage off of the A1. And again, her gear is not that insane, right? All right, so 500,000 on an AoE? Like, super solid, right? All right, let's go. Oh, the stupid decrease attack for 2 turns. Come on, man. Turbo's like, hold my beer. How about 3 million damage in 2 shots? How about that? All right, but you can already see 41 million damage. We're starting to stack things up with this squad, right? So like, as I said, I'm not going to end the entire run. I'm not going to do the entire run right now. Let's go A1 again. Don't need to go A3 if we don't absolutely need it, although I do love the turn meter fill. It's a tough decision there. But I'm going to cut here, guys. I'm just going to let it run for, you know, not too long. I'm just going to let this team run, and we're just going to see what her damage is like. Keep in mind, Hex is also going to be a big factor. I want to make sure I always mention that, but I love that she can keep my team alive, cleanse my team, block debuffs my team, and do some damage, and be my provoker. She's like, I love champions like this. You guys, longtime viewers of the channel, you know this about me. I always look for champions like an Ugo, who can serve 2 roles in 1 champion, and she definitely has that. All right, we're gonna go A1 again. We land the provoke again, right? Some Hex as well. Sign me up. All right. Be right back, guys. I think you've seen the kit. You get it. Be right back. All right, guys. So I ran it for 10 minutes. And we were able to put out 167 million damage here. Everybody on the team is built for damage, even Lady Mikage. But man, I gotta say, again, on Freyja, full disclosure, she's in the curse set, so she's getting the Hex. But her damage isn't bad. I mean, you saw the numbers there, right? So she's really a jack of all trades that really does fit in beautifully, especially with that escalating damage. She fits in beautifully on any Hydra team. Now, you might have to have an additional provoker on the team. She might not be enough for every player out there. That's why having ally attackers really does help her out as well. But you might want to have another provoker just in case, because there is some RNG on that A1. But overall, guys, what do you think of this champion? Really, really solid. She surpassed my expectations. Would love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you think. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.